Good morning, everybody. I had to start it over because it looks so dark standing here in my little corner of the hallway, beginning of the hallway, something like that. Um, I told everybody I would do a quick look at my stockpile. Um, and that's what I'm going to do this morning, hopefully get it up today. Just to show you, and this stockpile didn't happen like boom. This is about a year and a half of saving, maybe a little more. And I do use from it and I recycle. I constantly am looking at dates, pulling out stuff that is close to the date, using it, putting new stuff that I get in the back, and constantly recycling that. Because if you start stockpiling stuff and your stuff is out of date or close to it, you're not, how do I want to word it? It's you're I can't think of how I want to word it. It's not doing you any good. It's not beneficial. You want to constantly rotate your stockpile, even water, especially things that have, if you look at the label, like Gatorade does have some fruit juice in it. So Gatorade, you don't want that to get past its date. My Lipton peach tea has fruit juice in it. You want to watch the date. That does not have a very long date. It's only like 2-3 months that it's good. So you really have to watch things like that. And even your water. Double check the dates on your water. And stuff like that. So I'm going to show you my stockpile, which, has taken a while. And like I said, I do use from it. And I restock and I use, and I got a comment from one guy, well, you don't need to buy any groceries. Why are you buying stuff? You get so much. I don't get that much to survive a whole month on of all of the stuff I need. And honestly, with gastroparesis, some of the stuff I get, I can't eat. I've gotten to the point where the solid meats, like the beef, a lot of the pork chops, it's getting so, because they're so dense, they don't digest. So I'm having to, do other things. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. So hold on, I'm going to turn you around. And I have my twinkle lights going. So if you're seeing something strange, that's what that is. Because I'm sorry, my apartment is really dark. I'm turn you around. So yes, see, I have my twinkle light willow tree is on, and there's Miss Essie, and of course, all of these guys are sitting here, and all of these guys are down here, all the way across. But what we're going to concentrate on is this. I've already opened it. I'm going to start down here. This whole thing here is all my soups. Back here, I've got my pastas, canned spaghettis and things like that. This is like refried beans, and more pasta meals and bean, like Franco beans and that kind of thing. More soups. This is all vegetables. These 2 rows all the way back is vegetables. And I have more to put in here. It's just I need to pull some of these forward and put more in. I have about 8 more cans I need to put in here. And this isn't all. I have more in my kitchen cabinets. They are almost full. This is all vegetables. And yes, I do. That's carrots. I do eat from this. And there's 2 cans of black beans. I actually am going to be using one of those. They should go over here to the beans, but that's okay. I try to keep them separate and put up, but you can see how tall some of these stacks are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cans tall, and they are like 1, 2, 3, 4. So there is 20, 40 cans of vegetables, and then the fruit is a lot of fruit. Here I have my tuna and chicken. I have a can of deviled ham. Yes, the date is 2024. I have 2 cans of that chicken. And then I have 2 cans of canned ham. I do have a couple of cans of evaporated milk. There's also a couple of cans in the kitchen. And then I have this big stack of the big cans of chicken that I like to make different things out of. Some beans, diced tomatoes. I have a lot of cans of tomato sauce, which you can add seasonings to. It makes a nice, you can add it to soups for flavorings. A lot of things you can do with that. Plus, I have some spaghetti sauce. There's like some cans of that, and pasta sauce, that kind of things. Up here, I have some dried cherries, raisins, nuts, that kind of thing is here. There's some split peas, which I'm going to make some split pea and ham soup this week. It's going to snow again on Wednesday and Thursday. It's happening every week. Has happened last 3 or 4 weeks. It's going to happen again. I also have brown gravy mix, which I believe is supposed to be in, well, no, it's supposed to be in one of those up there, but I'll figure out which one and put it there. I think I had it out because I was going to use it. That's why it's still here. I went to the Dollar Tree and I bought some of these because all this stuff was sliding all over. This is all potato flakes. And yes, they're all in date. These are good until like August of this year. And I do use these. And then these are good until 2023. This is all powdered milk and biscuit mix. That's the bakery mix. And powdered milk is in this one. Up here, I've got my brown sugar, macaroni and cheese dinners, sugar in the raw. I love this. My gosh, guys. And then I have, well, the thing goes over my steering wheel, all of my macaronis and another box of pancake mix. Mainly because that's where I had it, a bingo dauber. More little odds and stuff that I didn't get put down there. This is the almond bark that I have not had a chance to use yet. And then I have all of these dinner kind of foods are put away here. As you can see, the Spanish rice. And then I have the corn, the stuffing mixes. All these bag things that fall all over, I'm keeping in these. And it makes it so much easier. This one is a little bit of a hodgepodge. It's blueberry muffin mix, bagged macaroni, stuff that just falls all over. In between, I have the mixed envelopes for the gravies and that kind of thing is here. This is actually one that I bought and I still haven't tried it. It is good till 2050. Look at the date on that. So I'm in no hurry to actually try that. That was $8 for one meal. I'm not into that. It's expensive. It was a video I was going to do to try that. Just to see how they taste, to see if they're any good. That's beef stroganoff. I still haven't done it, guys. I might do it when I go fishing or camping this summer. And again, I still have like some things back there I need to take care of. And that is this part of my stash. I'm going to pause you and take you to another part. And yes, I keep this locked. So here I keep my tea because I drink it, and the newest dates are on the bottom and the back. This is a February date, It's good till, I can't remember which date in February, like the 22nd, 20 something. It'll be gone in the next couple of days because I've been drinking a lot of it. And then I have my Gatorade. This water is the one I'm going to use this month. It is actually moon water. I had it set out. If you've never set water out on a full moon, you should try it. It ionizes the water. You can taste the difference, and it is good for you. You don't have to physically see the moon to make moon water. Just like the moon affects the tides and that kind of thing, it will ionize your water. And it is good if you have stomach problems, or if you have any health issues, or if you're just feeling blah. Have a bottle of moon water every day. Whether you make your coffee with it, which I make my coffee with moon water. If I cook anything special, I'm usually using moon water because honestly, our tap water here is horrible. Tastes absolutely disgusting. So that's what sets here. Plus, I have my Pepsi sitting there. So hold on a second. I need to reorganize this. This is just a mess. I have more of my soda for this month stuck under there. Water that I need to use up for my coffee out of the open pack that was almost empty. More of my Gatorade, and probably some stuff that's going to go to my booth. And then more of my jelly. I've been cleaning out my closet, so I've got my crock pots sitting there. I'm going to put them someplace different. So they're probably going to go on a shelf in my closet when I'm done. On the inside of my door, I have a little bit of everything. I have some extra cleaning rags, some extra napkins, paint patches, extra stuff like this, cold compress. Those are just here. I'm going to get rid of them. I don't use those. I like the little bitty ones. It's a woman thing. I am low on detergent. I need to buy that. I used my last light bulb this morning, so I need to buy that. I have just a ton of stuff here. Paper towels, that kind of thing. Here is the rest of my water. I only have 3. I need to stack up a little more. I need at least another 2 waters. This one is good till like late 2023. So is this one. And I think this one is good until early 2023. So, and this has got like my camping supplies in it. So, there's that. This is under my bathroom sink. I have a lot of hand sanitizer, shampoos, body washes, wipes, that kind of thing, toilet papers. Is that actually in there? Oh my gosh, I don't need to buy cough syrup. Okay, that made me happy. That's one less thing I have to spend like $8, $9 on. So I have cleaners, extra cleaners. This is for when I'm washing clothes out by hand. I mean, I just have a ton. I don't need to buy any of these supplies. As you can see, I'm well stocked. This kitchen cabinet, as you can see, is pretty much full. The top row's not. And that's okay because there's sometimes some bigger things I get that I need to put in there. Everything in here is within date, but this is stuff that I need to use first. So that's why this hodgepodge is here, or it's something I bought because I felt like I wanted to have some, and I bought 2 cans of this, and I gotta tell you guys, it was horrible. I don't know why. I don't know if it was just me that day, but it tasted terrible. And this is my other cabinet, and I swear by putting things in Tupperware. I think I'm down low enough where I can start putting my thin spaghetti in. This has got regular size spaghetti. I just don't like to mix my thin spaghetti with regular spaghetti because they cook different. So I'm probably going to take that out, put that in a Ziploc bag, and start filling this full of thin spaghetti. My macaroni, I want to finish using that. My rice is getting down where I can start putting fill that with fresh rice. It's just me. I like to do it that way. And then there is all of that stuff up there that I need to go through. Some of that might be outdated way in the back. I just haven't made it to that top shelf, guys. It's just me. As you can see, this is something I plan on cooking this week, so it's here. And yeah, so that is that cupboard. And then down under here, I do have a box of Rice Krispies, a box of, this is Kix with marshmallows. And then I believe I actually have 4 full boxes of canning jars. My canner is right there with some Dawn, gloves. This is what you put boiling water in. It'll last for hours and hours. And let me know in the comments. Do you really bake in that? Is that safe? I mean, it says it's a baking dish. I've seen people do it, but I've always been told you don't bake in something that's got coloring in it. That's got a picture in it. But anyways, guys, that's that. And of course, I have like containers back there. So there's that. And that's pretty much what I have. Okay, so I need to stock up on a few things like laundry soap, my shampoo and conditioner, which with this much long hair, I pretty much stick to what works for my hair type. And yeah, it's Tresemme and it's kind of expensive. But I try to get it, and I try to keep it stocked up. So when I get my YouTube pay, that's what I'm going to do is stock up on those 2 items. I'm pretty well stocked up on everything else, maybe a few other things, but with the way things are, you want to stock up. I have, minus the meat, the canned meats, which I don't eat a lot of meat, mainly because of gastroparesis. But I do need to pick up a little bit more. I eat very little, but I think I'm pretty good. They say you want to make sure you have 3 months supply of meat in your cupboard in case we can't buy groceries for some reason, which, well, we won't get into the politics of what's going on, but, you do want to make sure you have food put up. If you have pets, you want to make sure you have pet food. If you have a certain medical condition, I do need to buy aspirin. Stock up on that. My other things I stock up on, I have about 2 months worth of other over-the-counter meds. I need to stock up 1 more month worth of the one kind. I'm pretty good on everything else. So I'm very close to my goal of making sure I have 3 months stocked up. And this did not happen overnight. Like I said, I've been building this for about 1.5 years and recycling through everything as I went, adding more. And yes, I get a very large amount from the food pantry, but I eat it. And I put away what I don't and I add to it. And that's why you see grocery hauls. Like one guy was kind of rude. I do buy groceries. I do have to buy milk and eggs, and because honestly, the eggs I get from the food pantry, do the egg test, most of them stand straight on end, meaning they're no good. So that's just a fact. So anyways, guys, I wanted to share this with you, and I hope that everyone is having a most wonderful day. I hope everyone stays safe, take care, and this is going up on both channels. I just want everyone to know that no matter how much you do, what you do, whether you plan, this is what I'm going to have for one cheap meal, two cheap meals, even if it's no more than saying, here's today's meal, whether it's a can of soup and I don't know, a can of soup, chicken, tuna fish, whatever, and put it away. The other thing I don't have is I don't have mayonnaise stacked up. Well, that's another thing I'll be picking up at the Dollar Tree because buying a whole jar of mayonnaise does not work for me. It goes to spoil before I get it used even halfway down. So I buy the little ones from the Dollar Tree and I'm fine. So, because I make tiny little salads. It's just me. It's just me. So why make a big one? So, with that being said, I do have a few things to add to my cupboard, and I know I do. And another thing that you should always have in your cupboard is some sort of snack. Because I gotta tell you, if you are aware you cannot go to the store and buy food, you're gonna have that. I want to snack on something and you have nothing in your cupboard. The other thing, and I didn't show it, I have a 10-pound bag of flour, plus my flour is full. I have a 10-pound bag of sugar, plus my sugar is full. So I didn't show them, sorry. They're in a different cupboard. You want to make sure you have coffee, sugar, flour, salt, and pepper, which I have in my other cupboard. Anyways, make sure you have snacks stacked up, because if you're stuck at home and can't get out, you're going to sit there and you're like, gosh, I would love to have a few potato chips, or I would love to have a candy bar, even if it's one of the little ones. It's nice to have that in your cupboard to fall back on, because if you start having a craving for something and you don't have what you're craving for, you're going to go through your food supply quicker if you don't have that salty potato chip. If you don't have that, in a bag of potato chips, if you just take out a handful and walk away, will last you a week, week and a half, That's nice to have in your cupboard. So just a little tip. The same with the bag of, Hershey Kisses, or a bag of, big bag of candy that you can just keep in your cupboard. They'll last you a long time if you just take one or two out when you have a craving, and save your food supply by having a snack or two in your cupboard, in your stash. Everybody, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And I hope that helps you. Take care. I love y'all. Bye, guys.